Okay. Hi there. We are here. We don't know if anybody's out there yet, but we are live and broadcasting. So this is our very, very first one. So welcome to Adventures with Jane. This is Irene.
I am not Jane.
That's always the big mystery. So anyway, oh, cool. We got some, Nomad Harry. Gosh, Harry, good to see you. Good to see you out there. And Wandering Willie's out here too. Excellent, excellent. Both you guys are here for the big show. Wow. So anyway, it's kind of fun. There, Harry's saying hi to Irene too.
Hi.
Yeah. So anyway, we got a couple of things planned. We're going to do a little slideshow just to have some stuff to talk about, and then hopefully give us something to talk about and answer any questions, anything about camping or free camping or why Irene loves quartzite, anything like that is good. So, oh wow, look at this. We've got big time Deborah Dickinson. You guys check out her channel. We got the big time YouTubers with us. Hi there. It's good to see you here. So so this is my first time, our first time of doing yes, that's a shot we took. Irene and I were camping up near in the UP, and there's a green screen back there. Otherwise you see our messy attic room. So but now I know what you go through, Deborah, with this is like walking and chewing gum to do all this at one time. So anyway, but it ought to be a lot of fun. Anyway, before we really get started, I thought I'd talk a little bit about kind of what I'm planning for the channel. What I'd like to do is start doing these. Hey, Sandy, it's good to see you. I was watching some of your videos today as well, so you're doing some neat stuff out there. In fact, some of you, if you're into glass work, Sandy's like, I do a little glass. Sandy is a pro. Just some beautiful, beautiful artwork. So check that out if you get a chance. Anyway, what we're going to do is once a week, I'm going to try and do a live stream. And I thought what I would do is to I'm going to take these off. These are getting hot. I thought I would do like a partial thing on some gear. I had a lot of requests from people saying, what do you do in the trailer? What's some of the modification you did? What's about your solar, stuff like that. So I thought what I would do is rather than trying to do a video of that, do a live stream and then do about half of that. And with the software that I'm using, it's actually a web-based broadcast software. I can actually bring a guest in from anywhere, and all they need is a Chrome browser, a camera, and a microphone, and we can bring them in. So I thought what I'd do like a guest, and then do tips and tricks or what I've done to the trailer. So anyway, I see no one's talking. What's happening here? Are we dead?
No, we're just talking. Maybe show some slides or something.
Yeah, let's do that. All right. One of the things we were talking about doing for today is to show some slides of some of the things we do to give us a chance to have something running, so you're just not two heads running on. And as you can see, Irene and I were van dwellers at one time. That was quite some time ago. That was what,
1970s?
That's says it's got a 1971 license plate on it. This was old Bank of America. Bank of America. Yeah, Bank of America. Bank van. I think we paid $400 for it or something.
Like that. Yeah.
So
this is up in the UP.
Yeah, in the UP. That's
on the logging trails.
Hi, Nicole.
We used to go around on the logging trails. That was a lot of fun. Mark didn't do any camping before he met me. My family didn't do a lot of camping, but my dad was a landscape architect, and we would go for Sunday rides. So we went out into the forest and stuff like that. And Mark didn't do that with his parents. So this was new to him when we started
I remember
going camping up north.
When we first went, we bought a tent from Perry Pharmacy for $20. This little green, horrible tent. Oh my God. It was just like, can't believe I even like camping after that. So, yeah.
Yeah. Now, where is
this? Is actually on the run. That's Vermilion or Crisp Point, one of the two. Used to be able to go and put the Jeep on the shore up at Whitefish Point, and it was about 20 miles that you'd run on the beach down to Crisp Point, and you could go like mad, and you could camp out there. There was nobody around back then. Actually, we had a Chevy pickup at that point, but you could do it. It was boondocking, but they didn't call it boondocking. It was just camping. It was just camping. There wasn't no special term for it or anything. No, so just camping. Yeah, and then at the time, this lighthouse was all abandoned. There were some abandoned buildings, and then shortly thereafter, they had started buying these up and restoring them. And now there's people living in these things. The beaches are all closed. You can't really drive on them anymore. Here's Irene. This was 1974, I believe. All this stuff is gone. This is all, the lakes have reclaimed all this, at this point, and just very, very neat stuff. So we had a lot of fun out there. We camped one time on the beach for a week. Didn't see a soul. Yeah, didn't see a soul out there.
There weren't many people. Well, there can't be many people up in Superior.
No, the black flies keep them away.
Oh,
so
look at Mark.
Look at this. Look at the head of hair on that guy. Oh my God. Look at that. I wish I had a little of that left somewhere. I look like my grandfather in that picture. It's like incredible. This was 73 or 4 up at the top of the thumb at Port Crescent. We used to ride the beaches up there. And we camp out there. We just camp out in the wilderness on the beach, boondocking. And then this would have been, I think this is 1976. We got the 76 Centennial plate on it. And we got bigger tires, and we were sand digger.
Yeah, sand diggers. We were four-wheel drives.
Yeah.
We had a club at one time. So, went out and got stuck in the mud. The guys liked that.
Yeah, we used to. There was a little bit of mud driving periodically.
Those crazy youngsters.
Oh yeah,
right.
Speaking of, yeah.
There you go.
We were young. This is what, 1976. This is a long time ago.
Know.
And once again, we were camping in the woods. People would pitch tents.
Yeah, you just go camp somewhere.
But it was, I don't know when boondocking actually got to be a thing, because we didn't call it. We went camping.
Yeah, it was just camping. Yeah.
So anyway, I don't know.
Go to the UP and just pretty much camp wherever.
This is
There's relatives here.
These are some friends of ours. Marcia, I don't know. Marcia may be online watching. If you do, this is her right here. This is our sister-in-law.
Yeah, and that's my brother.
This is Irene's brother, Steve. And good-looking crowd of people, very wholesome looking.
Yeah. Yeah, we have other pictures. It looks like a biker gang.
So this was our second trailer. We had a Cyril Scotty 13-foot, and I don't have any pictures of it. Or at least I couldn't find any. And this was a Sunland. This was 16 feet, I think.
I thought the first one was 16 and the other one was 17 or
you might be
18.
right. This was the biggest trailer we've ever owned right here. It actually had a toilet and a holding tank.
Yeah.
And so this is the biggest thing we've ever owned in our lives. And but it was a good trailer. We had it for, we had a few years. I don't know why we got
each one we had for a few years.
Yeah. The trailer we have now is the smallest one we had. Oh, no, not the small.
Well,
we get to that. There was a teardrop that was smaller.
Yeah, but this one I think it's just perfect. 7 people in a, what is that? Oh my goodness.
So,
What is that?
so
7
anyway, this
people.
is a boat we had, which was an inflatable Zodiac with a 30-horse Yamaha that you could pull a water skier with. And we actually had satellite navigation. We did a 2-week trip through Lake Superior, and we locked through the Sioux Locks and camped on islands all the way across Georgian Bay to this place here, which is called Bay Finn. And once again, right there in the middle is where we camped. And we camped there for 2 weeks. Before, well, this wouldn't have been boondocking. This is gunk holing because it's by boat. So it's a different thing. So anyway, but we camped there a lot. And we did a thing. I had a thing called the Bay Finn Expedition. One time we had 18 guys from where I work with their wives and that. We were the whole bunch of us up there. And this is climbing up the hill to where that picture was taken. So doing some rock climbing up there. And that was a lot of fun. We always walked up. It was called Fraser Hill. But we, once again, boondocking or gunk holing, because this is where we camped. This is a campsite. This is in...
this is the North Channel. Bay Finn is
Bay Finn
off
is
of the
part,
North
yeah.
Channel, upper Lake Huron.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And... but nobody, there was 17 miles to town by boat was the closest place to go get beer, which was always a big consideration.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. This is Irene. This is actually boondocking. We've been camping out there a week. And
was this in the North Channel?
This is in Georgian Bay. And there's this old
was it?
grill. You can just see the edge of the grill.
Oh yeah.
I can't point to it. That's a grill we've had for years. We still have that grill. The arm, you see that metal arm, it swings over it. That's a great grill.
Yeah, it is.
But
Best we've ever had.
your hair looks pretty good for being a week in the bush, you know. Your hair it always looks great. Yeah. This is Lake Superior Grand Portal. You can just see the tip of the Zodiac down behind the word Michigan. This is before Grand Portal collapsed about 10 years ago, so it was still open at the time. And you can hike and you can camp along there. In fact, Nicole, if you're still looking, Nicole goes up here quite a bit and does hiking. And this is along the Pictured Rocks Trail where she hikes. And it is a great place to hike. And in fact, check out Nicole's channel. Just has some beautiful, beautiful hiking. Yeah, this is one of the places she goes to, and we love it up there. It's like several different ways of seeing it. You can hike along the ridge, or you can go by boat, or a lot of kayaks and stuff there too.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, look at this!
There's
Hi, Robert. Hey, it's good to see you. We got another big YouTube channel here. This is the software I was telling you about, Robert. We're doing this on, so you'll have to check that out. So this is
now, is this the
Devil's
Apostle
Island in Benjamin's.
That's the Benjamins?
No, not the Benjamins, the Apostles. You're right.
In
I'm
Lake
sorry.
Superior.
Irene's right. It's the Apostle Islands, Benjamin Island, and there's sea caves on Devil's Island. They go back, the waters wash these out, and you can take your boat. Very cool.
Something else. You can see down into the water, and you can see pillars going all the way down into the water. It's so clear, of course. You can't always go out there. It depends on how calm the water is in Lake Superior.
Yeah. It was cool because it's about 20 miles. Sandy, this is it's a web-based software called StreamYard, and I'll get into that a little bit when we get done with this. But yeah, it's web-based and real easy to use. I put this in here.
This is where I tried to kill Mark.
She stumbled and tried to shove me off this thing.
I was in back of him, and I stumbled on a root and caught him on the shoulders. Yeah, it wasn't right at that cliff. It was
pretty close. I was kind of worried about it. I haven't trusted her since then. You know.
No,
Captain
this
Jack.
is-
Hey, ahoy, buddy. It's good to see you. Glad to see you made it over here. I should say Captain Jack is the one that told me about this StreamYard broadcasting software. It's actually a web-based platform. So I really got to thank him a lot for pointing that out. So once again, give Captain Jack Scrapper's channel a look.
Oh, this is in the Grand Canyon.
This is on our 35th
Something.
35th wedding anniversary.
I lose track.
Yeah. We're going to be 50 years married this year, so it's all blending together.
Yeah, it's all big blur.
We took we rode these mules down, which I'm not sure is an improvement over actually walking. But we rode the mules down. Hey, Joe, it's good to see you. Glad you made it over here. I hope it's getting warm out there. We rode the mules down and stayed overnight at Phantom Ranch at the bottom. So yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun indeed. So yeah, so it was very good. Oh, thanks, Sandy. Appreciate that. So anyway, yeah. Oh, Harry's saying nice Cooper. You know what, Harry? The way that was, we took this trip out west, and kind of every other year, so every big one, somebody picks a trip, and so I decided, well, let's tour all of the great parks and stay in all the lodges. But then part of the scam was I had to buy a Mini Cooper in order to do that. So that's why we did that.
Yeah, so staying in the parks was really great. Mark planned it out for a year. We had to get reservations a year in advance on some of the parks, you know. But we stayed in the actual lodges in the park, which was really something else. Now,
this is in Zion.
Yeah.
And this is Angel's Landing.
Yeah, it's you hike up to this spot, and it's
frightening.
I don't know why. Yeah. There are no rails. There's no nothing.
Now it's totally crowded. It's just a chain of people. When we went there, this was 2006, and there were people, but not like in the view now. It would just be a chain of people. Yeah, there's Irene coming up the thing. So that's quite a hike.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really something.
Hey, Badge, good to see you. Wow, we're getting all the famous ones today. Really glad you made it over to our live stream. We're not doing too bad. I don't think we screwed up too bad yet.
Well, at least the slideshow's still running.
Yeah, everything's doing good.
Oh, that's arch.
That's landscape.
Huh?
Landscape Arch. This is in Arch's National Monument.
We went there early in the morning. We actually started out before the sun came up, and we got there just as the sun. We got on the trail just as the sun was starting to come up.
It was actually
it was
dark,
a hike just to get over here, and this was just as the sun was coming up.
We got up, I think 3 in the morning, 3 or 4 in the morning,
something like that.
To get there. And then we got there, saw everything, and on the way back, we saw our first tourists.
Yeah, about 10, 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
But you see, it in the morning like that, it's calm, and as the day goes on, it gets hot, windy, with sand blowing around. It gets hot and windy, and that's when everybody goes there. It's much better to go early in the morning if you can.
So this one, we're back in Michigan at my absolute favorite campsite. It's $10 a night. There's nothing there, but you're right on the lake. It's run through Huron-Manistee National Forest. They have 115 sites over about 15 miles. You don't see another soul. You're not near anybody. And we actually have taken the trailer in here. That was our last tent camping operation. I'm done with tents. So they had, we got rid of that one and the last tent. So we went from the tent to this thing here, which was a 4x8 teardrop, which I bought from a good friend of mine. Hopefully you might be watching. And these are actually built by, I'm an administrator on a Teardrop Camper Adventures, and made by Dave Ardwine over there in it's near Fort Wayne now. He was in Michigan. But this is a little camper we got, and it was great. Took this to Florida for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and that's what it looks like inside.
Yep.
So that was a fun trailer. We hauled this with our for a while. We hauled it with a Ford Focus.
But it was a little too small.
Oh.
What is that?
See you later, Harry. Have a good one.
Oh, my
So.
tiny trailer, yes. It'd be good. It's good for young people, but
someone asked us that, and actually it was quite heavy. It was about 750 pounds, and believe it or not. So no, you really couldn't. The tongue weight, I think, would do it. There are some you can, but just not that one.
Could you pull it with a motorcycle?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
No,
not a motorcycle.
Not
You can't.
that one.
Yeah.
No.
There's our solar panel, and it was kind of nice. You could sit on the back and have a cocktail. It was kind of fun.
Well, Mark made 2 little tiny tables for it, pull-down tables, so we could each put a drink on there or something to eat. Because there's no tables or anything in it, of course. It's just, a bed.
Maybe one of those spider bikes, Sandy, that might, they got those 3-wheel ones, the modern ones, that probably, or even a standard trike might do it. I like this sign here. I don't know exactly why it's there. This is in Michigan in the UP and near Ontonagon. I didn't see any cows, so evidently it worked. I who knows? But that's in the UP over near Ontonagon,
really?
which is near the Porcupine Mountains. Yeah. So,
I remember that.
And this is
that's the Porcupine Mountains, isn't it?
No,
Lake
this is Lake of the Clouds. Is that
Yeah.
the Porcupines? No, that's Keweenaw. That's Keweenaw Peninsula, Brockway Mountain Drive, just before you get to Copper Harbor.
That's not the Porcupines?
No, the Porcupines are west, I think, of there.
Oh.
That's kind of all the same stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Mickey.
Oh, Mickey. Hey guys, how you doing?
Dennis and I are watching.
Mickey and Dennis are good friends of ours. In fact, we've done a lot of camping and travel with them. They've got a tab. Yeah, they lived near us when we lived in Royal Oak. Yeah. And they've got a tab, and we've done some traveling together and had a lot of good times. So yeah, this little trailer is good, solar, and we ran the Mr. Coffee, and but it was a little bit small, so we had to move up.
I wasn't as nimble. I can't crawl around. That's way long ago. This is Yargo Springs.
Yargo Springs, you're right.
And up north. And that's before they put all the walkways in. That's a brook that I'm going over. You used to be able to wade in it. It was a great place to go.
This water's just frigid cold. It's a spring coming right out, and just
going
frigid.
into the lake. So. It was a beautiful place.
And then finally, this is what we have now, or the trailers, the truck's gone. But this is what we've moved up to. So we have the ProLite 13-foot. And that trailer has been around the country.
Well, you've been around a lot.
A lot. Yeah. This is here. In fact, actually, this is the weekend we were camping with Mickey and Dennis, and we left them. This is up at Wilderness Park.
Really? Oh.
So this is that weekend we were with those guys. And everybody says, "What's the inside look like?" That's what the inside looks like. Messy.
Yep, it's. I don't know.
Well, you can stand up in it.
On the bed there, and we've got a sink in it. Mark put all this stuff in. We've got a sink and a table and
refrigeration and Mr. Coffee on the wall.
Yeah, see up above. That's great. Yep, it has everything.
Yeah, the water is is frigid.
Has she gone to?
Sandy lives it's down in the mountains somewhere, and I don't know exactly what state. Now, but kind of where we were looking, where we were tired, we were thinking of moving down that way.
Oh, like West Virginia or something?
Yeah. So.
Yeah. No, we're
Yes, I am. I'm definitely coming back. This is, oh, here you go. Everybody wants to know about
the
showers.
shower.
This is a Steel Hudson Commando yard sprayer. And that thing is 4 or 5 years old now. Works like a champ. You fill it with water, stick it in the fire or on your stove or in the sun, and the paint doesn't even burn off because it's got full of water, so it doesn't get hot enough. But about 20 minutes and you've got a good hot shower. So yeah, so that's oh yeah, the swing arm heater. What Deborah's referring to is I have a Camco Wave 3 in the trailer that I mounted on a computer monitor swing arm. So you can actually point, it's a radiant heater, so you can point it at the table or point it at the bed or point it wherever you want it. And it works great. It's just like it's just awesome.
Yeah. Yep, it's a good little heater.
Yeah. So
now this is where
this is Hocking Hills.
Yeah,
in Ohio.
Really neat place.
This is beautiful. If you're out in the Ohio area and you want to see spectacular, this place is great.
Yeah, it is. It's quite a large area, and you have to drive to each little park. They have about 8 of them, 8 or 10.
Yeah, I think there's 8. Yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of separated, but they have the neatest rock formations. One place is called Rock House.
Yeah.
And you can go up inside this thing. It's a cave, really, and it's really neat. And they have who was it that worked down there? Was it
It was the CCC. The CCC.
Here's part of it.
I didn't put a lot of slides there.
This is just one.
It looks like Rivendell.
Yes.
Doesn't it?
Yes.
Because they have little stone bridges and tunnels and
stone staircases that have been carved into the sides of hills. There should be one here. And it's just really, really beautiful. We've often talked of going in see the stone staircase going up? That's all carved in.
That goes up to a huge
CCC.
cave. Yeah, huge cave area.
Yeah.
And it's very neat.
No railings really to speak of.
No.
So you have to watch your step.
No, they had some people fall off.
People do get killed.
Yeah, just a few. A few every year. A few every year. I shouldn't laugh. Gosh, that's a little harsh. So anyway.
But yeah, it's a really unique place to go.
I just put this one in. That's the e-bike that I got, which comes in real handy for exploring. Sandy's got one. And she has a little bit different model, but basically the same thing. I think it has the same battery as I do, so the same power source. But yeah, the e-bikes are really handy for doing exploring out in the woods and that. So anyway, then this is when Irene and I went out to it's in Florida. Yeah, this was on our way to the RTR where we met Robert and Deborah and a bunch of folks out there that year. So this was 2017, 18.
This is in the Florida Panhandle, right?
This is at Cedar Key, so it's just at the beginning of the Panhandle. Yeah,
down south of it a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cedar Key is really great. I like that.
This is a great little park. There's William. I feel sad now. William got lost on this trip we were on, unfortunately. So he's no longer
out
with
in the
us.
Desert.
Yeah. So unfortunately,
we were told he got picked up by another couple.
Yeah, another camper. There's some rumors and he got catnapped.
He got catnapped.
Yeah, he was chipped, but so we don't really know. Yeah. So,
there he is.
Yeah,
the little devil.
Yeah, he is. He's a little escape artist. That's why I haven't seen. I thought maybe Harold would show up here, but he hadn't. We have two. We got another. We have Harold and Bernie now, so we have more new cats.
Yeah.
So Hey, Dennis.
What's
Good to see you. Dennis is the other half of Mickey, and he's the one with the
I don't know his
tab.
last name.
Yeah. So yeah, so we've camped with them a lot. And this is
the City of Rocks.
City of Rocks, right?
Yes.
Yeah, City of Rocks.
Oh,
On that trip, we're heading west.
Yeah,
like I
that's
say,
really neat.
I don't think I have any good RTR pictures in here. We had a computer crash on this trip about halfway through, and I lost a lot of stuff. Luckily, I'd uploaded videos, so our videos are still there, but all the other files in that got lost along the way.
Is that on that computer?
Yeah, it's this computer down
so
here.
They are there.
They're there.
Just,
we just just lost. We should try and fix that.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is actually in Texas. We're out of sequence here. This is Pointer Rocks, and you can just in Texas you can stay overnight at roadside rest areas, and that's what this is. And yeah, it's very, very cool. Yeah. If you go to City of Rocks, Robert, the other thing too is Faywood Hot Springs is next door. That's my favorite spot as well. That's a great place to go and not too expensive. So this is on Pecos River near El Paso. So this is in Texas again. So, and then like I say, this is on our way out to the RTR, and I don't have any photos of that, I don't think. So, but there's William, poor guy. In fact, this is
that's
where William was lost. Yeah, this is where William was lost. This is
Organ Pipe.
Yes, thank
Organ
you.
Pipe.
Thank you. Absolutely. Organ Pipe National Monument, I believe.
This is in the campground. It's a beautiful campground. Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, it was great. So
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, some great sunsets. Yeah.
Yeah, the sunsets out there are quite spectacular. Oh, here's a quirky little place. Slab.
I don't even know. This is Darren is a fellow I used to work with. I've been retired 6 years. He's referring to a software that I used to use. I don't remember any of that. It's all been erased. So anyway, this is Salvation Mountain. We went out to the slabs. Actually, we liked the slabs. This is we were at the library there.
Yeah.
We got to see the library and meet the folks there and that. And
I had the artist.
Yeah, I didn't have any. We have it in my videos. No, but I don't have any slides from it.
Oh.
So but if you go on and look at my Slab City YouTube video, there's a lot of pictures in there, and some of the artwork's pretty fabulous.
Yeah. Oh, Deborah was going over that exact
bridge. Oh yeah.
Pecos River.
This picture here is the only photographic evidence of Irene being in the desert and smiling.
There's proof I did smile once.
She smiled once. I snapped a picture. Because there's a reason Irene doesn't travel with me out to Arizona. What did you say about quartzite?
There's a gravel pit. There's a gravel pit. Actually, I kind of like quartzite because I like going into town and looking at the little shops and the flea markets and stuff. That was fine. Haven't been to Slab. I have been to Slab City. Camp there.
I'm putting those up. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. Then this is Mojave, up in there in the Mojave Desert, and that's actually a real interesting place up there. Great little museums up there, and a nasty road into this place. So yeah, so that was up there. But a little prolate trailer is just worked out. Oh, this is cool. This was at the Very Large Array, and once a month or twice a month they have a behind the scenes tour. It's I think it's 2 days a month, and if you go on this day, you get to actually go in to where the scientists are doing work, and you get to see where Jodie Foster shot part of the movie. And
oh, Melanie.
Hey, Mel, how you guys doing? That's great. I don't know if you were on earlier. There's a picture of your dad and mom and dad up there when they were young kids back in the day. So anyway, and that's the last slide for this one here. So those are some of the pictures. Hope you guys weren't too bored. So
yeah, the very large array. It's neat to look at the outside of it. The inside, the tours, I mean, it's really old looking inside. It looks like the 70s or something. But the setting for the very large array, it's a very, very wide, shallow valley, and we were there when the array was spread out to its farthest point, I believe.
Yeah,
and it's
that's
miles.
Right.
It's miles. They're on these tracks. These things are on tracks, railroad tracks, and so they were out at their widest point. So that was pretty neat to see that.
So yeah, so that was cool. Yeah, the very large array was fun. So
yeah.
Anyway, so I don't know. I guess that's all we got. We've done pretty good. So once again, I'm going to try and do these. I got notes weekly. I'm going to probably stick with this time because that's what we started. Unless you got other guys have better ideas, and we'll start doing live tips where we do like one thing, like maybe solar or cooking or something. And then I want to start bringing in a guest, like anybody that's got anything to do about camping or hiking or kayaking, any outdoor activity. All you need is a computer, a Chrome browser, a camera, and a microphone. And I just send you a link and you just pop up on screen. So there'll be two of us side by side. And we can show videos aside and do whatever we want. So it's kind of a cool thing. And so I'd like to start doing a guest once a week so everybody gets a chance to share their thoughts on camping and stuff like that. So if you want to be a guest, leave me a comment. And we'll do that. And any other question? Oh, I know. I was going to show you this.
Oh yeah.
This is, you can't see her. There she is. There. This is Jane. Everybody wants to know who's Jane. That's Jane right there. You can't. It's too much reflection. But anyway, that's who Jane is.
I am not Jane.
No, there is Jane. We have cards we give out. It's got Irene and Mark, and it says Adventure Jane. People go, well, who's Jane?
Yeah.
So
she's electronic.
Anyway, so there you go. Anything else? Any last minute questions? Oh, look at Irene's here.
What?
The other Irene.
I was cleaning my floor in my van. I don't clean anything.
It's good to see you. I always tell when I comment on Irene Van Benches, I always say my Irene. So anyway, I don't think there's anything else. Anybody else? I think we're gonna call it good. We've been on almost 40 minutes, which isn't too bad
wow.
for our first one. So we're gonna sign off. If I missed you or you had a question I didn't see, I'll go back and read through the comments again. And so I hope to see you guys next week.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. See you later.
You have reached your destination.